His fucking psychotic roommate, who usually works from a set period of time every single week, decides randomly to fucking come home whenever I have some free time when the other fucking roommate isn't here, just so he can be an annoying fucking asshole. Nobody does what he does. He is literally just showing up to piss me the fuck off. So he's like, hey, look at this Facebook post. This is so good. And I'm like, I don't want to see it. Right? So what the fuck is he doing? He's going and smoking a cigarette, 50 fucking cigarettes right now while he's eating fucking 12 lunches or whatever he does. And I have to fucking deal with this shit. I'm gonna stream, and he's gonna fucking sit in his room fucking pissing himself, whispering and being angry as fuck over nothing because he decided to come home today early from work or whatever fucking pretend job that he has. This motherfucker usually leaves to go to work at like 3:30 p.m. every single fucking day, Tuesday through Friday. What does he do? He comes home at 4 o'clock today. Same fucking thing yesterday, except it was 6 o'clock. He's acting all friendly and nice and shit when he's always a fucking psychotic freak otherwise. Just so he can infringe on my fucking personal time. So he can watch me or whatever the fuck his psychotic shit is. I'm real fucking pissed off and tired of this shit. And I really fucking hope he goes away, goes back to work, whatever the fuck his psychotic bullshit is. He probably doesn't even work, he's just pretending he works. Goes out on the corner and fucking smokes crack all day or whatever the fuck. I'm so fucking sick and tired of people trying to control my fucking life. Over the tiniest little shit. I just want to play video games for 2 fucking hours on a website dedicated to showing people that I love playing video games, and then I can go back and fucking apply for jobs for the rest of the day, reply to emails, whatever the fuck. But no, this fucking psychotic, manipulative, retard, idiot shithead has to fucking come back over here and fucking bogart all of my fucking time trying to show me Facebook memes and getting all fucking pissy disappointed that I don't want to see it. Go fuck yourself. Okay, so I told Paul, the psychotic interloper roommate, to stop being an interloper trying to take control of my entire life. Because he can't handle me playing video games, and he has to like take off of work early to come spy on me or whatever his psychotic, sociopathic plan is. He's always coming up with schemes like this to screw me over and piss me off. So I just told him to go screw himself, and he like gave me one of his sad half-assed apologies through the door. You know, one of those things where it doesn't even matter what he's saying because he really doesn't mean it, and I know that for a fact. But yeah, he tried to apologize, and I just started my stream because I knew he was just going to stand near the door for like 30 solid minutes listening to me. I don't know why he does this psychotic stuff. I don't know why his behavior is like this, but I am convinced that he is just schizophrenic, OCD, and psychotic. And he just has a mental illness and some kind of brain condition where he can't empathize with humans and he just has to be a psychotic interloper all the time. I've lived with him for like a year straight now, and it's like this way the entire time. It's always been like this. He's always doing stuff like this. I just can't handle it. I can't deal with him acting like this. So all of this started, I started sleeping in until 3:30 every day because when he would be home, the internet would go to shit and I wouldn't be able to use it. So what happened? I would wait until he left because one, I hate interacting with him. He is such a rude, annoying, controlling person who just wants to be in my way all the time. 2, he leaves at like 3:30, 4 o'clock to go to work because he works until 2 a.m. But like what happens today and what happens yesterday, he either took off of work or he doesn't have a job and he just pretends to go to work or something. So like I said, I've been sleeping in just to avoid him and just to actually be able to stream, well, that doesn't matter now because the internet has gone to shit. But still, like, that's what started this. The fact that I would be able to actually have stable internet whenever he would leave for work. And now, like, you know, it doesn't matter. But, like, he's doing this on purpose. I know for a fact that he is just, like, coming home early from work or whatever. Maybe he's got a new schedule or something. I don't care. But, like, I started my stream today. And if I am doing anything besides that, he will stay in his room. But the second I, like, leave to go get food or a drink or something, and he is home, it's like his priority to leave his room and be as annoying as possible, like step around me and like try to be in my way and try to talk to me about stuff and try to like show me videos or like Facebook memes or something. I don't care, that's like friendly stuff, but not from him, because he uses it as a form of manipulation every time. And it's like, it doesn't matter to him. The fact that he works second shift or third shift or whatever doesn't matter. The other night I got up late to go have a third meal because combination of depression and insomnia and wanting to have a better life made me decide maybe I should eat a third meal tonight. So it was 2 a.m. and he had gotten home a little early, you know, early for like night. And what does he do? He like wants to be in my way and like chat with me about some comedian. Like he wants me to show some comedy video to me, loud as fuck on his phone. And this was before, you know, my other roommate went to the hospital or wherever he is. So like he's sleeping in his room and this guy has to blast this video on his phone at me. And like I feel obligated to watch it because I want to be a friendly person, but he is always doing stuff like that. Anytime I encounter him, if I'm listening to music, he has to blast his own music while I'm in the kitchen for 5 minutes. He takes 2 hours to make food, and then after that he'll make another meal. And then he'll take another 2 hours to make food. And then I don't know what's wrong with this guy. He's clearly got some form of psychosis. But I told him off today. And I feel like he's just going to get more pissy about it and try and do more manipulative shit all the time. So I'm just sick and tired of my dumbass roommate. I just want him to fuck off, but he won't. And I don't know what to do about it. I was so mad. I just talked about it on stream for like half the stream today. Because, like I was saying on stream, you can't play party to bullies, especially somebody who is psychotic, schizophrenic, OCD. Because if they find that in to bully you with, they will take that inch and make it into 50,000 miles. So if it happens again, I'm just going to tell him to screw off. I don't want his fake friendship, and I want him to leave me alone. Because I don't know how to accurately express it, but from my perspective, it just seems like he's being a psychotic, controlling bully all the time. And I can't do anything about it except for tell him to go away. So that's what I'm going to keep doing. I'm just going to keep telling him to go away. And if he doesn't leave me alone, then, you know, that's his own responsibility. It's just ridiculous to me. Like, he's lived in that apartment for the longest out of the three of us. So I feel like he thinks he's entitled to some semblance of control over the other roommates' lives or something. I just don't understand where it's coming from. Like, why does he have to have these psychotic bullying tendencies? Because there is no reason other than being a gigantic bully to take off of work just to angrily stare at me and take up space and like eat food at the same time as me. Like, this guy has a totally different schedule from me, but for whatever reason he has to like try and synchronize our times together, or like, I don't know, he just seems psychotic and delusional, and I'm so sick and tired of it. I just want him to go away. And every time this happens, he gives me like a half-assed, half-hearted apology that
is clearly not an apology, and I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of him existing around me. I want him to go away. I'm so done with my terrible roommate. But yeah, that's it. I'm just gonna go shopping for now and try and forget about this interloper in my life, because he just needs to get away from me, and I don't understand why he has to act like this, because I've had some terrible, crazy roommates in the past, but this guy is insane. I hate him. I don't know how else to describe it, but it's like that feeling you get whenever you're in the same area as someone and they act real fucking nervous around you. And in this particular example, I'm in the kitchen just trying to get some food. It takes me 5 minutes maximum. I go back to my room just so he doesn't try and talk to me like the psychotic, controlling person he is, because he always has to have an end to conversation with me all the time. You can't not have a conversation with him. You can't not exist in his local area without him being some form of controlling and trying to get you into something. So, on top of all this bullshit, he's like standing in the corner looking at his phone, sweeping the counter with his hand like he's cleaning something up. But it's like the area where all of the dishes are, where there's literally never anything over there. So he's just pretending to do stuff so he can sit there and stare at me like he's always doing. He'll do this shit where if I'm home and he gets home, he'll sit in the living room and wait for me to finish making my food so he can go into his room. What sort of psychotic delusional behavior is that? That is not acceptable. I shouldn't have to be tailed by my roommate so he can watch me, or whatever his psychotic delusional plan or scheme is. I am so fed up with this shit that it is going to reach the point where every time I see him, it's gonna be, fuck off, Paul, fuck off, don't talk to me, Paul, don't talk to me, fuck off, Paul, until he finally gets it hammered into his head that I want him to shut up and stop talking to me, stop being around me, do not even exit your room if I exist in the same area as you. Because it gets to the point where I do literally anything. I go to take a piss, and he has to angrily open and slam his door and walk around all stomping on the floor like he's pissed that I exist. So I'm gonna do the same shit to him. He's pissed that I exist, and I'm pissed that he exists. He can't fucking piss around me. I'm gonna open my door and slam it then. I don't understand why it has to be this way with this psychotic delusional freak. He's always doing this stuff. So I'm gonna give it back to him, or I'm just gonna tell him to stop involving himself with me. Get away from me. Because I don't play party to bullies. So yeah, like I said, I streamed today. It was a good stream. I just felt incredibly anxious and pissed off the whole time because this roommate can't get it into his thick skull that playing video games for 2 hours a day, 5 days out of the week is something normal. He thinks that he has to, like, I don't know, fucking take video of me talking to the stream or something, or, you know, listen in so he knows I'm not doing anything bad or whatever. I am utterly convinced that this guy is schizophrenic, psychotic, OCD. I don't know what else to call it, but he exhibits all the traits that I know that fit that description, so he is that in my mind. But yeah, I had a good stream. It was okay. You know, I got through it, and as per usual, the internet is sucking, so I can't really actually interact with my stream, unfortunately. But you know, it's just something I got to deal with, and hopefully once I get a job, I can ask to upgrade the internet or move out into another place where I have absolute control over the internet. Because like I said before the internet got so bad it became basically unusable, every time Paul was home, the internet would go absolutely to shit. So I know he's a systems expert or whatever. According to my other roommate, he knows the internet well, so he probably has the internet router configured to give him all of the bandwidth. And when he's not home, he probably has 60 torrents on or something. I don't know, I don't care. I want to get the fuck out of here ASAP. So, he does whatever he gives a fuck to do. And, the old man roommate, he doesn't give a shit either, so he's not even home lately. He might be in the hospital for all I know. I don't care to ask my other roommate because I don't want to interact with him. But yeah, I'm just going in circles ranting about this shit. Feels like nothing's gonna change, but hopefully tomorrow I wake up, or today I get to check my email. Either day I'll check my email and hopefully I get a response from that place I interviewed at very recently. I just don't know what to do. I'm stuck in a loop and there's no escape right now. It seems like people are gonna keep bullying me and try and control my life, and I have no way to independently work for myself or work for someone else to earn my way out of this shit situation. I'm just utterly stuck and nothing is helping me. Nobody's helping me. I'm sure my one friend would be laughing if he heard this, because he'd be like, oh, you should have just stayed at the job I gave you. But I already went through that. I couldn't do that job. It was too physically heavy for me. It was too hard. I was running out of breath. I couldn't keep up with the amount of energy that job required. So I just want this job, or a job that is good. The only job reply I've gotten today seems like it was a scam, so I'm not replying to them because I know it's not a job for me. I know for a fact they're just trying to rip me off and make me spend my money so I can help their company or whatever. I don't know. Just want to get hired in somewhere sane that I can work at. Just feeling so defeated, because why the fuck does someone else get to decide that they have control over my life? Why does somebody get to decide I'm gonna stay home just to bully this guy until he shouts at me to make me go away? Why is it like this? Why do I have to put up with this shit? Do I have to fight like this every single day just to get my way? I really shouldn't have to, but it seems like it. It seems like I gotta claw tooth and nail to do anything in this world, and I am sick of it. I am so tired of this. I just want a normal life, but nothing is giving me that. So I just gotta keep hoping. Just gotta keep hoping. It's getting to the point where I feel like this is all coming to a head, and it's just gonna culminate in me either getting into a fight with my landlord, which I don't want, and really can't even logically happen right now with the pandemic going on. I know he probably wants to evict me, but he should realize, just like I realize, that it's so hard for anyone to find a job right now. Employers are being so much more scrutinizing. Nobody seems to care if you need money or need a job or anything. It's just, every business is trying to survive right now. And there's, a bunch of mandates, new laws going into order. The mask mandate in Wisconsin is supposed to end in November, but who knows if that's actually going to be the formal date or anything, But yeah, it feels like I'm going to either fight with the landlord or fight with my roommates. And it's reaching the point where I think anytime I see Paul now, I'm just going to say, shut the fuck up, stay away from me, you bag of shit, psychotic freak. Every single time I see him. If he tries talking to me, shut the fuck up, you bag of shit. Because I am so tired. I am sick and tired of this. I cannot handle people acting psychotic to me all the time. I'm trying to have my own life here, and I understand we have to get along, stick together as people who live in the same place, as roommates and stuff like that. But it's not working out. If someone's going to be treating me like this constantly, then I got to do something about it. And I can't just sit idly by while someone is standing outside of my room listening to me and coming home from work early just to bother me. I'm sure he came home to eat some food too, but it's more than just that. He could eat his food and get out of here, or he can stick around for a little bit and, piss away the time while he's waiting to go back to work or whatever he's doing. But he doesn't have to get in my way. He doesn't have to try and involve me in his affairs. That's the point of contention here. It doesn't have to be a psychotic break moment for me to play video games and him to go, oh, my whole life is falling apart because of this. I gotta bully my roommate to get some free inches here that I'm gonna make into several miles. You know what I'm saying? Feels like I'm dealing with a child. I feel like I'm my stepdad and this roommate is now my stepson, and I gotta teach him how to stop being such a little fuckhead. And he's not listening. You know, that might just apply to my own scenario, but my stepdad and I, you know, we got through it and we had some good times together, and we, you know, we still butt heads every once in a while when we see each other, but it's good. Like, we have a good relationship. It's not about that. It's not family. It's not about family. I'd love to see my family this year for my birthday. I don't care though. I just want this shit resolved, and I want a job. I want to be able to work to earn my way out of this shit situation. I want to be able to pay for my own internet. I want to get a woman in my life, meet a girlfriend, and start a life with someone. And I can't do any of that shit while I'm living with psychotic overlords who want to take out their OCD schizophrenia on me. So I don't know. I just feel like I've been over-explaining all of this. I just want to really explain my side, because it seems like I'm just perpetually angry throughout all of this, or, you know, every single vlog seems like I'm being really angry, and I'm trying my best to be positive here. It's really hard to break through all of the negativity to bring some positivity into this whenever I have to contend with this sort of behavior constantly. I don't know what else to do or say. I just wanted to vent a little bit more. So hopefully this stops, but I have a feeling tomorrow he's going to have the day off of work, and he's going to be like, sorry, man. I'm going to be like, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear a single fucking word from you. And if it gets to that point, then fine. I'm totally fine with accepting that. I was ready to do that to my other roommate, and he seemed like he was getting better. He still does his crazy shit where he screams into the phone, and, you know, just like recently, he's screaming for 911 to be called. So I don't know what the hell is happening. I want this all to be fixed, or I want to get out of here ASAP. Knock on wood. I want to get out of here. And it's all just riding on me getting that good, reliable job. So if I could get that, that'd be great. And in the meantime, I'm just waiting for that to happen. And I don't understand why me practicing my hobby and passion has to be such a huge downpull drag on both my roommates and my landlord. It's like they see one side of the equation. They think I'm just pissing away my entire day, fucking off, playing video games. What they don't see is me hunched over my laptop, typing in emails, looking through Craigslist, talking to my mom about jobs at the local college. They don't see any of this. They just see all of the negativity that they want to see. And maybe I'm doing that too. Maybe I'm only seeing negativity from them. But it doesn't matter. What matters in actuality, in real reality, is that I become employed and that I earn my way out of this scenario. But I can't do that when people in my life are constantly bringing me down like this. So like I said, if it gets to that point, I'm going to have to tell him, shut the fuck up, Paul. Get the fuck out of my life. Stay the fuck away from me. And if it gets to that point, then I'm going to have to do it. And if it gets to the point where I have to fight the landlord, then I'm just going to be calm and composed. But if I have to scream at him to get it into his thick skull, then I'm going to have to do that too. Because he can say as much as he wants that he survived the AIDS pandemic whenever it was happening in the 80s, whenever he was like 20 or whatever. And that's fine. He went through that. He was homeless at some point, apparently. That's fine. He had his own challenges. That does not mean he has the right to flip that and put it on me. So if he wants to fight, so be it. I will scream, shout, and yell if I have to. I'll have a normal conversation if I have to. But I gotta get out of here.
I hate this. So I'm just going to keep hoping and imagine myself in a scenario where I'm actually successful for once in my 27 years of life. Feels like I've just been going in big circles the whole time. Like once I get a lucky break, it just all goes to shit again and I lose my job, and then I'm searching for jobs for another 6 months. And then I find a good job again and I'm working again and I'm making good money and I'm succeeding, and then it all goes to shit again. I really just want this successful position to happen. I need to get out of here. I need this to stop. I need to continue my life and not be some pawn in any of these guys' lives. Because that just nullifies my existence and gives them an outlet to be a piece of shit, basically. This motherfucker has a ton of trash in his car. He bought a new car, and he has a bunch of trash in that car. I'm not going to play party to someone who lives like that, you know? Of course, I get a messy room. You know, it takes me some time to clean up my room, to do laundry, to clean the dishes, whatever. I do all of that shit anyway. But beside the point, I'm not going to be a pawn in someone else's game of psychosis. And I just hope that I can get that across, and I hope I can get out of here. I hope I get a good job. I hope I can continue working on my passion of streaming on Twitch. I hope I can continue working on my passion of programming. I hope that I can have the calm and peace of mind to actually read a book for once. I hope I can actually watch TV without having headphones in, because I gotta worry about my roommates freaking out having a psychotic break over me watching TV with the volume up. I hope one day I can wake up without someone screaming at the top of their lungs, either on the phone about something inconsequential, or screaming at the top of their lungs about how they're having a heart attack or something. I want to live in peace. I want to be with someone I love and care about. I don't want to be a part of any of this garbage trash. So yeah, that's about it. That's all I have. I'm probably just going to keep complaining if I keep vlogging for today, unless I come up with something else to talk about. But yeah, that's it for today. See ya.